Bambi's twisted tales, Peter, the pumpkin eater. Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife and couldn't keep her. That's how the children sang it in the town square, a sing-song nursery rhyme, passed from mouth to mouth like candy on All Hallows' Eve. But behind every rhyme there's a root, and Peter's root was rotten. He was a big man, broad-shouldered, calloused hands, eyes like muddy water. Didn't talk much, didn't smile. Just worked his patch outside town, a field of pumpkins too big for their soil, orange monsters that seemed to swell overnight. His wife? Sweet, quiet, a girl who once laughed at festivals. After she married Peter, the laugh died. Then she did too, or so they thought. Nobody saw it happen. One day she was on the market steps, hair in ribbons, cheeks red, the next gone. The town asked questions, soft ones. She's sick. She's visiting family. Peter only shrugged, shoulders heavy, eyes colder. But children are cruel. They kept singing, Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife and couldn't keep her. Peter didn't shout, didn't strike, just stared at the children with that hollow look until they scattered like rats. Peter's pumpkins weren't natural, folks noticed. They grew fast, too fast. In a week, a seed swelled to the size of a man's head. In a month, they were wide as barrels, tough-skinned, with veins like hands pressed against the rind. At night, the patch glowed faintly. Lanterns? No, something from within. People whispered Peter was using more than water and soil, fertilizer of a special kind. Beggars, drifters, folks who wouldn't be missed. And maybe, just maybe, his wife. One autumn dusk, 3 boys dared each other into Peter's patch. They crept through the vines, hearts pounding, until they saw it. Peter himself, lantern in one hand, a cleaver in the other. He approached the largest pumpkin, its skin slick, bulging like something was struggling inside. He cut a hole. The rind split with a wet sound. The boys saw inside, a hollow chamber, pulp scraped clean, chains bolted into orange flesh. And in that chamber, a woman's silhouette, thin arms strapped down, head lolling. It was his wife, alive, barely. The boys ran, piss-soaked with terror. They never told a soul, but the rhyme spread louder. People started disappearing. A farmhand, a drunkard, a preacher's daughter, a constable who sniffed too close. Each time the patch grew thicker. The pumpkins pulsed, their insides glowing red. On stormy nights, folks swore they heard screams carrying on the wind, not from throats, but from the gourds themselves. The stepmother's voice shrill and desperate. The preacher's daughter weeping, the constable cursing through blood. Peter walked among them, muttering prayers no church knew. Grow strong, hold tight, family forever. Fear makes brave men stupid. One October night, a mob rose, axes, torches, fury. They stormed Peter's patch, shouting for blood. Peter stood at the gate, calm as a priest. "You don't belong here," he said, lantern glowing against his grin. "The patch don't take kindly to thieves." The mob surged in. They hacked pumpkins open. But what spilled wasn't seeds. It was hair, bones, fingernails, faces half digested in pulp. The vines writhed, wrapping legs, squeezing ribs till they cracked. Roots dragged men screaming under the dirt. The mob broke, ran, left their dead behind. Peter stood smiling, lantern held high. One boy from the mob survived. He limped into town, eyes wild, hair white. "They're alive in there," he babbled. "Trapped. crying from inside. The pumpkins breathe. They breathe. Nobody believed him, but nobody ever stepped foot near Peter's patch again. Years passed. The rhyme never died. Parents warned children away from the woods. But travelers still vanished, hunters lost, lovers sneaking out. On cold October nights, if you dare to creep to the patch, you'll see the pumpkins glow from inside. If you press your ear to the rind, you'll hear it, muffled voices, begging for release. And if you linger too long, you'll hear footsteps in the vines, heavy, slow, Peter's voice low as earth. Now I can keep you. Moral of the story. Love twisted into obsession rots. You can't keep what ain't yours. Try and you'll bury yourself in dirt and chains, feeding seeds that never stop growing. And remember, this has been another nightmare from Bambi's Twisted Tales. Subscribe, smash that bell, and join Bambi and the Pizzaverse, where the only thing scarier than the rhyme is the truth behind it.